Hi, and in this video we're going to show you how to do a range test without losing visual line of sight, also known as VLOS, right? So look at the area of it, and there really is no need to go out of range. I mean, it depends on your preference, right? So I'm just going to switch the gimbal so you can see all around me. And it's a really relatively big field if you look all around, right? And the day is somewhat clear, but it's about 60 degrees out in December, which is hard to believe. Okay, so look at this field. We'll take a look from how it looks from way up above, right? Kind of neat. So what you could do is you can go out, let's say, I'll just record the footage as far out, make sure you're high enough to avoid any towers or obstacles, right? Look at that. Distance is 300 feet, and always make sure that you have the maximum distance set, right, inside your drone. And if you're not sure, let's say this is a real-time flight, right? You click on the screen, those little green dots, and you'll see. Always check, make sure your drone is for safety. Okay. So you see maximum altitude I have at 393. I like 393. It's a nice number. Maximum distance. It's tricky because the drone has to be within visual line of sight. So I could actually see it right now because it's a semi-clear day and it's not too far. So that's a little bit of a gray area. But given for this flight, now look. So I'm going to move the camera a little bit and let's move it up. So simply what you can do is you can just fly the perimeter, right? And it's similar to a range test. Not really a range test, but you're flying the distance that you probably would have flown if you were doing a range test, because I'm going to basically circle this whole football field and keeping the drone within sight. And it's quite the distance, I have to say. And you just have to know when to turn, when to create that sort of oval or square shape experience as you're flying, right? See, there we go. Now it's going the opposite way, going into a straight line, which is really neat. Look at those homes over there. It's just a good experience and practice and helping you build your confidence so that you're okay flying. Because in the beginning, as a beginner, I can say for myself that I just went up and down, left, right. It was really fun, and that was it. And then packed up and called it a day. And then as you get more and more comfortable and gain more and more experience with your drone, you learn to take off, but you gotta stick within range and limits. See, look, there's the drone, which is great. Let's see if we can see it on the screen. See, and now I think I'm going to turn a little bit so that we can have a little bit of, see, I just turned and just going to keep on course so that I can continue to head back to where I am. It's basically just doing a loop. Oh, that's really nice over there. It's a really, really, really cool day. And keeping the drone within range. Remember that. You can see it. I'm still at the height of 223 feet, which is okay. I might go higher, but there's no need to, right now. Again, I'm still on course. Oh, nice little pond over there. And, if let's say you are doing a test flight like this for your range and you lose sight of the drone, just hit that return home button and hopefully the drone will find its way back, or just be prepared to do some geocaching, because that's the only way you're going to find that drone. So now it's heading back, which is great. We'll look on the map to see if we can see it. It's going to get positioning. There it is. And if I wonder if I can shrink this in. Yep. See? And there it is. Heading back towards home. I can turn it a little bit. I'm going to turn the drone. See that? So that it can actually come back. And remember, always keep an eye on that drone, because you do not want to lose sight of it. I think that's probably one that for new pilots, that's probably the bane of your existence, is when you lose sight of that drone and you're like, holy shit, what the fuck? Like you panic. And the trick is not to panic. And there it is. Now the drone is right. I'm going to spin it. So it's right above me. I'm going to stop and hover and bring the camera down. And kind of neat, huh? So I went far, stayed within range, and got a taste of what it's like to go the distance without actually going the distance, if that makes any sense, right? Everything's done legally and safely. And that's pretty much how you do a range test without going out of range and keeping your drone within visual line of sight. I hope this video helps you. Feel free to leave your comments and suggestions down below. And I'll see you all next time.